Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of the GFI Racing League podcast. If you've never been with us before, I recommend going back and checking out episode 1. It's got a lot of useful information in there. But if you've been with us, welcome back. I hope you enjoy another episode of the podcast. But I'm your host, Nick Norris, driver of the number 16 for Tag E Racing. And we're going to start with something a little fun here today. Check out this picture. We're going to build a cup team with $15. Going to be a 4-car team. And I think I'm going to go with Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain from the $4 row. That'll bring me to $8. And then I'm going to pick up Carson Hocevar from the $2 row. That'll take me to $10. And then I'm going to go with Kyle Larson for $5, bring me to a total of $15. I think those are some really good picks. Sounds like a super team to me. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Drop your team picks and see what your super teams are. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the Cup race. And this was our All-Star race at North Wilkesboro. It was 100 laps with 11 cautions and 9 lead changes. This race did not count for points. It was just a fun, go out there and get them kind of race. And it was a great race. I had a lot of fun for sure because I did pretty well. But I thought the track was just wonderful. It's a great short track. Pretty fun, good challenge to it. But once you figure out the fundamentals, you can really rip it around there pretty fast and be competitive, and it's a great time. So let's go ahead and get into the qualifying results of this race. The pole winner of this race was myself, Nick Norris, number 16 for Tag E Racing, setting a time of 19.124, getting that pole position there. That is, I believe, my first or second pole of any of the season, so I'm really proud of that. That's pretty great. And then in P2 was Grant McDonald, the number 4 for Ajax, with a 19.235, just about a tenth off there. Pretty interesting. I think I found some good speed wrapping the bottom, and that was pretty much where I seemed to excel and find a really good line and exit speed and all that, and came together to get me the pole. And it also helped me a lot in the race. So let's get into our race results, where our race winner was William Robbins in the number 28. He started P9 and led 35 laps, coming through in the end and just finishing strong. Congratulations to William winning this all-star race. Doesn't count for points or a lock into the playoffs, but still just a wonderful performance on the day. In P2 is Grant McDonald in the number 4 for Ajax. He led 4 laps in this race, did a really good job today, staying out front for a good portion of the day, almost the whole day. And then finishing in P3 was myself in the number 16 for Tag E Racing. I led 50 laps in this race, very dominant. Just had some internet connection issues toward the end. And then some of my own issues of driving and getting loose, so I just wasn't able to finish it off there in the end. I really would have liked to win this one, but big congratulations to William getting the job done. That'll take us into our most improved position, which is between Sean Purcell and Michael Barksdale, both having really good days out there and starting further back, but jumping up a lot of cars and finishing well on the day. And then our biggest fall is Colton Cossey. I think that's how I say that. He drives the number 55, started P8 and finished P15, dropped 7 spots. I guess just had a rough day out there. Didn't go well for him. Hopefully he has some better luck next week when we're off of these short tracks and we're on to Charlotte, a big 1.5 miles there. And then no points updates for Cup. Like I said, this was not a points race. It was just a go out there, get them kind of deal, and it was a lot of fun. So let's just go ahead and jump into our Xfinity race, which was at Iowa this week. It was a 90-lap race with 7 cautions and 7 lead changes, some magic 7s there. One more and we could have won some money, you know what I'm saying? But it was a really fun race at Iowa. Iowa's a pretty tough track. It's got some rough bumps in there. If you take the wrong line, you're definitely going to get messed up in the wall or whatnot. So you've definitely got to do your part to practice and figure out where you should really run to be fast and as well consistent. But it was still a really fun race. It came down to some tire management there in the end because this track is going to wear them out pretty rough, but still a really fun race all around. I find Iowa to be a really cool track. I've done really good here in a truck, so hopefully when we do trucks in the next season, I can perform a little better than I did today in Xfinity. But some people that did perform really well here in our qualifying results, our pole winner, Quint Hightower in the number 45 for Velocity, setting a time of 23.393. really fast in qualifying. Congratulations on setting pole. And then P2 was Grant McDonald in the number 4 for Ajax with a 23.423. Pretty close, not far off there. A really good job from both of those drivers starting in the front row. That'll take us into our race results, where our race winner was Dylan Hartman in the number 90 for FHR. A hard fight for this one. He started P19, set the fastest lap of the race, and led 29 laps. Just doing a lot of amazing things. He's actually our most improved position, fastest lap of the race, like I said, and he's our winner. So just going out there and getting some really good stats and having a really good day, a really good drive, fought hard to go win this race. Congratulations, Dylan. And then finishing in P2 was Kyle Purcell in the number 86 for SCR. He led 24 laps and started P4. Good job, Kyle. Almost winning it there, just wasn't able to bring it home. And then in P3 was Quint Hightower, our pole sitter, in the number 45 for Velocity, who led 28 laps, just wasn't able to get it done as well. Fell back on the day. Almost had it. Started really well, but didn't finish where he started, didn't win the thing, but still a pretty good finish there in the top 3 and some good points for the Velocity team. Our most improved position, like I said, is Dylan Hartman in that number 90 for FHR, who is up 18 positions when he started P19 and then won this race. Really good job from Dylan today. Our biggest fall was Keith Martinson in the number 58, who started P8 and finished P24. That's a drop of 16 spots. Hope he has some better luck next week. That's too bad. And I wish it would have gone better for him in this one. That'll take us into our Xfinity Series points. We'll start with our team points here, where our points leader is still Tag E-Racing with 576 points, up 55 this week with 1 top 10 and a driver outside the top 10. Second is Ajax One Racing with 566 points, up 59 this week with 2 top 10s. And then in third is Velocity Motorsports with 545 points, up 61 in this race with 1 top 5 and 1 top 10. A big mover this week is FHR, up 1 spot into P4, and then a drop is LA Motorsports, dropping that spot into P5, switching there with FHR. I'm pretty proud of the Tag E-Racing team to still be leading in the team points. Hopefully we can come in here and close off and win that championship, but we're only 10 points off from Ajax and not far off from Velocity either, so it'll be interesting to see how these next couple races go. Nobody wants to make a mistake, and we all want to have the best day possible, for sure. That'll take us into our driver points, where our points leader is Kyle Purcell in the number 86 for SCR with 309 points, up 36 in this race with a top 5. Second is Sean Purcell in the number 74 for FHR with 297 points, up 18 in this race. And third is Ralph Gilbert in the number 9 for Ajax with 277 points, up 23 in this race. A really good job for all those top 3 drivers in points. They're looking to close it out here for the championship, so it'll be interesting to see if Kyle will just stay there and close it out, or he's not far off from Sean. Will Sean take it, or is Ralph going to surprise us, get like 2 wins, and then take the championship? No one can really have a bad day at this point. You've got to go out there and perform and not make any mistakes, for sure. That'll take us into our GT3 race, which was at Road America this week, 35-minute race where they ran 17 laps, had 2 lead changes in this race. It was a very cool race for Kyle's and the SCR team. Road America is a pretty fun track. It's a bit of a long course, about 2-minute lap times and whatnot, but still pretty fun. It's got some nice curves, some nice straights. It's pretty quick, that's for sure. I ran this race myself, ultimately didn't do too well. But it's a good course, and I hope everybody enjoyed the day. Unless you ran into an issue, like myself, then I can see not enjoying it so much. But that'll take us into our qualifying results, where our pole winner was Kyle Hain, coming back in this week, drives the number 87 for SCR, setting a 2-minute, 5.06 second lap to get that pole there. Congratulations, Kyle. Really fast when he comes in. That's his second pole coming into the race, second for his races, so really good job from Kyle, really fast. P2, Tyler Carson, number 34 for Ascend, with a 2-minute, 6.04 second lap. Just a second off, not enough to get that pole position. No, he wanted it bad. We were just talking last week in his interview about how he was going to try to be really prepared for this one and go out there and grab that win, but we'll go into the race results now, where Kyle Hain was our race winner in the number 87 for SCR. He had the fastest lap of the race. He led 15 laps, had a bit of a battle for it, And Tyler fell off in the day, had a little bit of trouble, nowhere in the top 3. Our P2 finisher was Michael D. Shaw in the number 85 for SCR, started P5 and led 2 laps, and then finishing in P3 was Kyle Purcell in the number 86 for SCR, started P4. So a full SCR top 3, really good job for the team today. That's amazing. I can't wait to see how they're going to do next season when they have this team going together from the get-go. Our most improved position of the race was Keith Martinson in the number 58. He started P10 and finished P6, up 4 positions. Good job, Keith, here in GT3. Having a pretty good day today and no real big issues, so congratulations. Our biggest fall today was Cliff Chanel in the number 80. He started P3 and finished P7, falling 4 spots. Don't know what went rough there, but that's just too bad. He's usually doing pretty good in the GT3 series. Hopefully he can pick it up next week because he's going to need to if he's going to clinch that championship. So that'll take us into the GT3 points. We'll start with the team points here, where the points leader is still Ascend Motorsports with 2,827.5 points, up 534 in this race. And then in second is Velocity Motorsports with 1,918.1 points, up 558 in this race. And then in third is Tag E-Racing with 1,389.5 points, up 234 in this race. I was in this race, did not do very well at all. But the top 2 did really good and both getting over 500 points, so congratulations to them. Ascend is really close to getting this championship, and they've got quite a big lead on it, so we'll probably be talking to them soon, congratulating them on that championship. And then in our driver points, our points leader is Cliff Chanel in the number 80 with 3,155 points, up 270 in this race, doing really good in the GT3 series, about to clinch that championship. But not far behind is our second place Tyler Carson in the number 34 for Ascend with 3,130 points, up 292 in this race. Not far off from Cliff at all, just about 20 points there. So it'll be interesting how the next 2 weeks go in the GT3 series. Make sure you're coming back and getting an update on that. And then in third is Cody Carson in the number 94 for Ascend with 2,748 points, up 242 in this race. A bit more of a gap between him and those top 2. So I'm thinking it's going to be more between Cliff and Tyler for that championship, but if Cody surprises with some wins, then it can definitely be interesting there, and he can have a jump. But it's been very fun to keep up with the GT3 series overall. We've got Kyle coming in now, and it'll be interesting to see how he's doing in the points in the next season, because he came in late in the season, so he didn't get that initial jump like Cliff and Tyler. But a pretty fun race for the GT3 series, about to close out for the championship. So it'll be interesting to see which team and driver gets that. That'll take us into our ARCA race, which was at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It was a 75-lap race with 1 caution and 10 lead changes. Another bit of a snoozer here in ARCA with 1 caution. I think last week we had 0. We slowed down 1 time this week, and then we just kept going. But still a pretty fun race, despite the track being kind of tough to tame in that ARCA car. It's tight, it plows, it's rough. But overall, it was a pretty good race. Charlotte's a great track and fun to race around. It's just that ARCA car and the setup that it has can make it a little bit tough, but there were ultimately some people that figured it out today. That'll take us into our qualifying results, where Kyle Purcell is our pole winner, number 86 for SCR, with a 28.873 lap time. Congratulations getting pole there. Really fast, and great job figuring out how to drive this car fast at this track, because I could not. And then P2 was Brad Keaton in the number 33 for Triple Bulb Inc., setting a 28.928. Not too far off there. Kyle, just a really fast driver in this league. I don't know where he found that extra time and what exactly he may have done, but pretty tight up there in the top 2. Congratulations to our front 2 in qualifying. That'll take us into our race results, where Kyle Purcell in the number 86 came through and won the thing. He led 61 laps in this race. Really dominant day for him. He just did a great job and pulled all the pieces together, and nothing fell through for him today. So congratulations, Kyle, coming through and winning another one in the ARCA series. And then Brad Keaton finished P2 in the number 33. He led 1 lap. Another really good day for Brad. I mean, he didn't win the thing, but he also didn't fall back from where he started. So I would call that a pretty good day, right? And then finishing in P3 was Cliff Chanel in the number 80. He started P11 and led 9 laps. Had a really good day today, coming up through the field, leading some laps. Not able to close it off and win or finish P2, but P3 is still a really good finish on the day. That's some good points, especially getting a top 5 there. Our most improved position of the day is Tyler Ottery in the number 54. He started P14 and finished P5. That's up 9 positions. Good job, Tyler, today, getting up those spots and coming through the field. Hopefully, you're having some good luck here, and we're talking about you winning a race soon. Our biggest fall of the day is Keith Martinson in the number 58. He started P4 and finished P14, dropping 10 spots. Another hard day in ARCA for Keith. Hopefully, he can have some better luck next week on some of these ovals. Now we'll get into our ARCA Series points. Our team points is what we will start with. Our points leader is still Tag E Racing with 551 points, up 56 in this race with 2 top 10s. In second is Velocity Motorsports with 500 points, up 57 in this race with 2 top 10s as well. And then in third is Skewer Cat Racing with 435 points, up 67 in this race, getting the win. So congratulations to that team, getting a lot of points there. But very proud of my team that I'm in, Tag E Racing, still holding the points lead. 2 more weeks and we'll get that championship if we don't make any mistakes, and hopefully continue to just do better if we can, and hopefully we can just stay consistent, get some better results. If we're not getting any worse results would be the ultimate goal. So it'd be really awesome if we can win the ARCA Championship, but also the Xfinity Championship. So we're going to try to hold on to that in the next 2 weeks. That'll take us into our driver points, where the points leader is Kyle Purcell in the number 86 for SCR with 344 points, up 42 points in this race, getting the win. Congratulations to him on that. He's got 4 total wins now in the series. Just wow, done a great job in ARCA, been quite a star and a very dominant car in the series. It'll be interesting to see how this all folds out next season, if we're still driving this car, and how that all goes. In second is Lucas Chapman in the number 17, jumping up 2 spots with 267 points, and he's up 31 points in this race with a top 10. Good job, Lucas, really getting close to Kyle there, sort of. I mean, still almost 80 points off or so there. So it'll be interesting to see how the next 2 weeks go, if Lucas can get a win or 2, or what will happen. But Kyle, with that big points lead, is looking pretty good on clinching the championship. He's just got to keep having good days, can't make any mistakes now. Sitting in third is myself, Nick Norris in the number 16 for Tag E Racing with 262 points, up 29 in this race with a top 10. I don't think I'm anywhere near getting the championship, but sitting well there. And I've got my teammate right below me, Brian Troy, in the 4th spot. He just lost the 3rd spot to me. He had a tougher day than I did ultimately. I remember that I got 2 more points than he did today, so that just could have been what did it. He's not sitting far behind though. And I guess that'll bring this episode to a close. I really hope y'all enjoyed another episode of the GFI Racing League podcast. Make sure you're tuning in Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for our Cup race at Charlotte. And then come back here on Wednesday for the winter interviews. That's going to come out then. And then tune back in next Sunday for another episode of the podcast. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a wonderful week and take care.